Hello, this is Leo from Leo's Motor Ride. I'm EM dealer. I'm sorry for my voice, I got a little bit flu and I still came to work today. I got light kit from Electric Motion. It's an OEM, came in the box. And it's for Escape and ePure. If you wanna have light kit and make your bike street legal in your state. This is California. Not sure if it's possible to make them street legal, but I'm going to try. Right now I have just my plate temporarily. And this is the light kit. Basically you get, I will say almost everything to make it street legal. Here in California you still need to put DOT tires. But as far as the light kit from Electric Motion, almost everything there. I will show you in a second what I took out, and I already basically just finished install the light kit, but couple hardwares missing. So example, long bolts and spacer for the triple clamp. You can see here how the headlight attached to the lower clamp, and I did use some spacer behind the bracket of the headlight. So this hardware was missing, and I know another customer who bought kit just like this. He told me the same thing, was no hardware there. As far as the rear, everything was okay, I should say. I just put a couple zip ties for now on the plate. As far as the axle goes, first of all, I should mention, if you install light kit like this, you do need some experience. It's not for beginners. You need to follow some common sense and look for male and female connectors. You will remove some stuff and then you will install basically the kit. So let me show you now what I took out. Basically, I took out my original headlight here. I took the battery, what do you call this, display. I took the DC input or output, which I got in the light kit, a bigger one to replace this. As far as the battery, it's already on the display. The kit comes with this wire, which I have no idea where it goes and if I need it. It might be for diagnostic or something, I'm not sure. It did came with couple hardware for the reflector, which I'm not going to use. It did come with a Bonjo bolt for the rear brakes, which make the lights to come on. Those are the two screws I took from the lower triple clamp, and I would like to replace actually with the exact same leather, just long one. It just everything closed. Today is Monday after the holiday, but I will get some nicer hardware. And yeah, that's it for here. So let's go back to the bike. You can see here I only add the mirror, and here I basically add the switch. I already had my hand guards earlier. Everything kind of moves a little bit. Then I did put the mirror here. All the wiring goes underneath here, and the light switch, combo switch, goes underneath here, just like any other dirt bikes. So you disconnect the battery display from here. And this is the headlight harness. I already make sure the plastic fits perfectly here when this is sitting right there. I run on the right side of the bike the wiring with two zip tie. I left some free play right now because I was not sure how it's gonna fit, if it's gonna be too tight or not. And then I go to this side. I already closed this thing to make sure it fits the way I did all the wiring, and I don't really want to take it out. but it fits everything underneath here. As far as the tail light, you can see it fits here perfectly. It's actually better than what I thought in the beginning. It just, what I don't like is the nut kind of not close all the way, because the gap, the spacer of the bracket took room from the nut. And this, I tied it really good, but I don't like it. It needs to be at least flush. So then I run the wiring here. Here is where I change the Bonjo bolt and put the wiring. I make sure it doesn't touch my tire. So there is nice free play here, or space. I put couple zip ties here. And then I left some loose wire here. Why? Because the swing arm will extend when you do off-roading. So it's no problem if it will close, but if it will open, so it doesn't stretch my wire. So that's plenty here. And like I said, everything goes there nicely. I did flush and bleed the brake fluid once I did the Bonjo bolt. This thing came kind of ready to go. It was already lights and turn signal installed on the bracket. On this side you might not see anything, but I changed the DC regulator and disconnect and plug couple connectors. Like I said, is a male and female, and you can see if it's a 2-pin connector, a 3-pin connector, a 6-pin connector. So it kind of makes sense to know what plug where. I do not have instruction. I just did the way I had the, the feeling to do it. Here we can see on this side, again, the switch, the headlight. I did lift this loose here. That's basically similar to brake light for the front, but unfortunately on this they didn't supply another Bonjo bolt with the pressure switch, they call it. So I'm not going to have a brake light in the front. It's gonna be only the rear. But I think it's okay, because in the past I did many dual sport kit here in California on dirt bikes, which made by Baja Design and all kinds of other brands like Tusk from Rocky Mountain, and they also do not supply a Bonjo bolt for the front and the rear. They only give you one. So I was kind of not surprised. I will stick this later somewhere. Let's turn on the lights and see how it works. When you do this job, it's good to have, some hardware, zip ties, just in case. So now we're gonna turn the bike on. Let me try to zoom maybe out. Okay, so I believe this is my battery display now. I am not 100% sure. I'm gonna need to go ride a bike and figure it out if it goes down, because if not, I'm going to install back my battery display. The connector is still there, loose. You can see that's how it looks. Everything should work. So we're gonna start with a horn, turn signal to the left and to the right. And on the display, I have one indicator. I'm gonna shut it off now. High beam and low beam we can see on the wall. There is indicator now, I see it. Now, I will play with those switches soon to learn. Let's see, now I have these green lights here. And look at the display going to change once I select map. So let's select the first map. And this is the green mode, and it show me map 1, blue map 2, and red is map 3. So that's cool. If I look down, I can see my maps. What else we did? Horn, lights, turn signal, mapping, everything works here. I'm just curious about the battery display here. Another thing is, let me go back to green. The bike is in the air now, and I can run the motor, and let's see. I can see my speed moving. And that's in kilometer, not in mile. Now we're gonna check the brake light. So I will use my foot here. I do have a brake light. Everything looks for me good, and I'm ready to close it. The only questions I repeat again is if this is real my battery display, and that's all I need to know. If you guys have any questions, ask me on the comment below. I will post this video very soon, and yeah, I don't know if I forget anything to mention. So the main thing here on this light kit is really, when you get the job done, make sure you get 2 long screws here with spacer. Oh, I just remember something. Here on the top, I do not know how this connect to the top clamp. What I did is I put 2 zip tie for now, and you can see this is rock solid. I put the bracket underneath so it doesn't scratch anything, and I zip tie this just for now. I'm gonna figure it out soon how these things goes. This is a 23 Escape, and I don't know if they changed the clamp over the 22, because this light kit maybe from 21 and 22 is the same thing, and I know they changed those clamp in 22, 23, I think. So I will figure it out this soon. If you know how this go, actually let me know in the comment, okay? So make sure you got those 2 long screws here and spacer. Other way, you got everything. You may need slightly brake fluid to add to the reservoir here when you bleed the brakes. And that's it. One more thing is I disconnect remember the original LED light? I did disconnect it when I moved the fender, and I plug it back in, but it does not come on. I think probably when I disconnect the DC here, this part is probably works different way. I'm not sure about it, but it's not working, and I don't care really, because the light is pretty good. By the way, I do have a small bracket here I bought, which I probably gonna put it soon, because I heard some people break this thing. It's slightly heavy, and when you go aggressively off-road, some people, this thing fall off, or I'm not sure if they install correctly. It does have a little tab there, and it gets smashed against the spacer. So I am not sure. I've just heard about it, but I do have a small bracket goes here. You can see there is a 3 space to put 3, like a sheet wall, drywall screw kind of. And I can easily put the plate on top, and gonna need to redesign, a bracket for the turn signal and brake light. The only thing is if the wire, they should reach from inside actually. Can do something maybe, yeah. We'll see about it. But for now, this is, yeah. I just need to go test ride and see what happened. I don't want to keep you long. Okay, bye.